Stop. Before you watch another video, before you scroll past this, I need you to hear something that nobody in your life has had the courage to tell you. Nobody is coming. Not your family, not your friends, not the government, not God sending an angel to fix your specific situation. Nobody is coming. The help you have been waiting for was never on its way, and the moment you truly accept that, not intellectually, not as a motivational quote on a wall, but deep in your bones, in the place where excuses are made, that is the moment your real life finally begins. This is not a motivational speech, this is a mirror, and what you see in it is entirely up to you. Welcome to Timeless Thinkers, where the wisdom of history meets the chaos of today. The greatest minds who ever lived all arrived at the same brutal conclusion. You are alone in this. And that is not a curse. That is the greatest gift the universe ever gave you. Let me show you why. There is a place most people spend their entire lives. It has no address, no walls, no ceiling, but you know exactly where it is. It is the place where you wait for conditions to be perfect before you begin, where you wait for someone to believe in you before you believe in yourself, where you wait for permission, where you wait for rescue. The ancient Stoics had a name for the man trapped in this place. They called him a slave, not a slave in chains, a slave in his own mind. Epictetus, a man who was born into actual slavery, who was beaten, who had nothing, wrote these words. He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. A man with literally nothing, no freedom, no property, no rights, chose not to wait for rescue, chose to build his entire philosophy around what was already in his hands. If Epictetus could do that in chains, what is your excuse? There is a specific moment in every great man's life. History records it differently each time, but it always looks the same from the inside. It is the moment he stops asking why this is happening to him and starts asking what he is going to do about it. Marcus Aurelius lost children, faced plague, fought wars on 3 fronts simultaneously, and every single morning he sat alone and wrote in a journal nobody was supposed to read. You have power over your mind, not outside events. He was not writing that for inspiration, he was writing it because he needed to hear it, because even an emperor wakes up some mornings feeling like the world is against him. The difference between Marcus Aurelius and everyone else was not that his problems were smaller. His problems were bigger than anything you or I will ever face. The difference was that he never once waited for someone else to solve them. He picked up the weight. Every single day, he picked it up. Seneca wrote one of the most devastating lines in the history of human thought. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a great deal of it." Think about what that means. You are not running out of time because life is short. You are running out of time because you are spending it waiting for the right moment, waiting to feel ready, waiting for someone to give you the green light. Every day you spend in the waiting room is a day you will never get back. Seneca watched his own life slip away in the courts of corrupt emperors, doing work he hated, serving men he despised, and from that prison he wrote letters to his friend that burned with one message: stop waiting, start living now, not tomorrow, not when things get better, not when you feel ready, now. Because ready is a feeling that never comes. Ready is the lie that keeps men small their entire lives. Here is the truth that changes everything. Nobody coming to save you is not a tragedy. It is a promotion. It means the job of building your life has been assigned to exactly one person, the most qualified person for the task, the only person who knows every detail of the situation, the only person who has been there for every failure, every setback, every quiet moment of doubt. You. The ancient Greeks had a concept called arete.
It meant excellence, virtue, living up to your full potential. But here's what most people miss about arete. It was never a destination. It was a daily practice. Every single day, the Greek warrior asked himself one question: did I become more today than I was yesterday? Not compared to anyone else, not waiting for anyone else, just did I move? Did I build? Did I choose myself today? That is the entire game. Not one dramatic rescue moment, just daily, relentless, quiet self-construction, brick by brick, day by day. Nobody watching, nobody cheering, just you and the life you are building with your own hands. I want to leave you with this: the most powerful men in history, the ones whose words we are still reading thousands of years later, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, Socrates, none of them were rescued. All of them were tested, betrayed, imprisoned, exiled, sentenced to death, and every single one of them arrived at the same answer. The answer was not found in someone else. The answer was found in the decision to keep going anyway. So let me ask you directly, what are you waiting for? What rescue are you hoping for that has not arrived? What dream is sitting in the waiting room of your life collecting dust? Because nobody is coming, and that means you are free. Free to stop waiting, free to ask permission, free to pick up the weight, free to begin. The door you have been waiting for someone else to open was never locked from the outside. It was always yours to open. It always was. Go. Nobody is coming to save you, and that is the best news you will ever hear. If this hit you where you needed it today, share it with someone who needs to hear it too. Subscribe to Timeless Thinkers, because the wisdom that built empires can rebuild your life. We'll see you in the next one.